What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I had to get some new trailer tires again for my gooseneck here. I know I posted the cost video already and I said I had $6,519 in it. Well, that price has just went up about another almost 600 bucks. So I guess that would make almost $7,100 in this trailer here so far, and I'll show you why. I thought that buying the 4 tires here and putting on the outside that the inners would hold up pretty decent, because some of them are pretty decent looking tires. As you can see here, that's a pretty decent looking tire right there, and I think that one's still okay. But what I want to show you is this one right here. I don't know if the camera is going to pick this up very well, but you see how it's really rounded at the top? It's flat right there. It's really rounded right there. That tire's got a broken belt in it. And that tire is a Gladiator tire, and it is a 2016 model tire, because I looked at the date on the DOT date on them when I put them on there. So this happened after pulling the tractor to the scales, so I know that it was not overloaded, because my axle weights on that were 17,000 for both axles, so that's 8,500 pounds per axle. Divide that by 4 and you get 2,000 something pounds per tire, so it's not overloaded. But that's the same luck I had out of the last gooseneck trailer I had that had singles on it, and I had 16-inch wheels on it, the same tires pretty much. I bought a set of 5 for 1 for the spare for the 10-ply trailer tires like that, and literally I don't think any of them made it over 300 miles. And so I pulled this trailer less than 200 miles, and so far this one, you see what's happened to it. It's got a broken belt. One on the other side over here is flat. Take her in here, show it to you. I don't know if it blew out or if it's got something in it. I have not investigated it that much, but it's a pretty decent looking tire. But as you can see, it's flat. This one here is, I think it's got a broken belt in it too. See how it's swollen up right there? Still got air in it. But it is an older tire. But that's the same kind of luck I had out of the last set that I had of those 10 plies. And when I swapped to these 14 plies, they're the same size. They're both made in China, but this is a 14 ply, all steel construction. It's made like an 18-wheeler tire, and I had no more issues on my other trailer whenever I swapped to those tires. So what I want to do is I'm going to take you in here, and we're going to weigh the difference. I've got 4 more new tires, just like I put on the outside here, and I got one of the old tires off from the last time I removed it, and I'm going to weigh the difference in the tires to see how much more the new tire, the 14 ply, weighs than the old tire. So I've got my set of scales here. This is one of the old tires, just like on the trailer here. This is a 2011 tire. It's a Super Trail Radial ST. I will say one thing, these 10 ply ST tires that they recommend are junk from what I've gathered. And if you run a LT tire, which would be a, instead of being a 235/80/16, would be a 235/85, be just a touch taller, in a LT instead of ST, those are pretty good tires, the LT tires that goes on like a truck. But they rate this tire at 3,500 pounds at 80 psi cold, and I can tell you that they will not hold anywhere close to that. I don't care if you ain't going but 50 miles an hour. They just are junk, in my opinion, and I've had very poor luck out of them. This is a second trailer, and as I say, I bought brand new ones, and they did not last, you know, a couple hundred miles. And we're gonna roll this on the scales here, and we're gonna do it twice just to make sure, because I just set these scales down to make sure they are set. 22.6 pounds. We'll roll this back off and let the scales clear to make sure they're set, make sure we're not getting any inaccuracies here. We want to be as accurate as possible. I'll roll it back on the scales and see what we got here. 30 pounds. I think that's about what I was expecting. We'll do it one more time to make sure that's a repeatable measurement. £30. Yep. So that's about what I thought that they would be. Now this is the new 14 ply here that I picked up. That's just like I just showed you on the trailer out there. It's a Trans Eagle 235 80/16, the same size. These tires are rated at 4,080 pounds single at 110 psi, 3640 dual at 110 psi. And as I say, these are made like an 18-wheeler tire with steel construction. And before I weigh this, one other thing I want to point out is I'm going to push down on this tire here, and pretty much if you look at it, I weigh about 200 pounds, and I can pretty well set on this tire with no rim on it. This other tire over here, I'm going to show you yet. I want you to watch this. This is just my hand. This tire will just slam collapse on itself like it is. I mean, it's just junk. So anyway, we're going to roll this up here and see what we get. $53.2 pounds. We're going to do that one more time. Make sure we got a repeatable measurement here. $53.2 pounds. And we'll do it one more time. $53.2 pounds. Check this one here again just to be sure. $29.8 pounds. So that's pretty much that those tires weigh 22 more pounds, 23 more pounds than this tire. So it's literally almost twice as much. So you can go and figure which one is going to hold up and which one ain't. If you have an LT tire, like I say, I've had decent results out of them. I actually had a dry rotted one, LT tire that ran longer than one of the ST 10-ply tires. This is a LT tire here, what I'm talking about, where it says so the ST is LT for light truck. This is a different size, but it is a better design, I guess, tire. The load rating does not show it to be as much, even on the same size or whatnot. They're usually only like 3,200 pounds on those, but I can tell you that those tires will hold more than these ST tires, and they'll last longer. So this probably answers why you see so many people with new travel trailers, new dump trailers, all that stuff sitting on the side of the road with blown out tires. It's because that's the junk that they put on them from the factory. And I thought that these would last longer being on a tandem dual application, because I put this 14 ply beside it, and this 14 ply is a new tire and this is an older tire, and you can see where this one is separated, got the belt broke in it. But I figured the 14 ply being new and this one being older, this one will be taller than this one, and it would support a little bit more than 50% of its weight or whatever of the weight. So this tire should have been doing a little bit more work than that one, and that those would probably hold up for a while. But that is not the case. They're completely junk. So don't buy them, don't waste your money on them. And this is increasing the bill budget on the trailer again to $7,100. And I'm looking at maybe putting a toolbox on there. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that, but if I do that, that's probably gonna bump this project up to $7,500 range, I would think, for toolbox. So this is getting to be pretty expensive, But anyway, I just wanted to show this about the tires and whatnot and my luck with them. I've got some wheels over here. I've got one wheel there, it's already broken down. I've got two over here that where I bought the black wheels and put on the trailer. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those swapped out. I'm not gonna video any of that, and go ahead and get these other tires on there. I want to hit the brake down one off the trailer and go ahead and get these other tires swapped out and on there. That way, hopefully, I won't have any more tire issues. I am gonna keep one of these 10-ply for just a spare, just in case you run over something and bust one of these others, that it might get you home or at least down the road a little ways. But as far as me running them again, I don't really see me buying any of them because I've had horrible luck with them. I don't know what everybody else's luck's been, but like I say, I bought a brand new set last time and they didn't last, I bet 300 or 400 miles. A couple of them may have got 1,000 miles, I don't know, but they were complete junk. And turns out things haven't changed. I still think they're complete junk. So anyway, hope this helps somebody. Thanks for watching. It's hot out here. I'm going to get these things swapped out, or at least start on it, and then probably worry about the rest of them a little later. Thanks for watching. Click like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you guys in the next video.